In this day and age, people talk about having resumes. Every social media manager wants to have a resume, but it is beneficial for you as a social media manager to have a portfolio. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Omobalaji Ajibare. I am the social media Oga, and I've been a social media manager for 10 years. Yes, a decade now. And I'm all about teaching anyone who cares to listen how to use social media the right way and how to start a career as a social media manager. In 2024, I posted this video that showcased my 2024 portfolio, and I got a lot of comments, I got a lot of questions. A lot of people said it helped them create their portfolio. I also sold the portfolio template, and I've also got a lot of comments, feedback basically, that this was not a portfolio for someone who was looking for a job. So I decided to create one for someone who is looking for a job, especially someone like me. I'm also like looking to transition into full-time digital marketing and all of that. I created my 2025 portfolio, and let me just tell you guys that this is unlike any portfolio that you have ever seen. No long talks, let's just go right into it, and I'm going to be showing you my portfolio, and at the end of the video I am going to be telling you how exactly you can get this exact portfolio template without me changing a thing, how you can get it and how you can also like create yours if you don't want to create it from scratch. So let's dive right into it. So this is my 2025 portfolio, and you can see a very beautiful picture of me, and you need to have your name first. This is a website. It was created on Canva, so you can create yours on Canva also. You can see here that my name is Omobalaji Ajibare Mary, marketing portfolio, and I told them how my name is pronounced. My name is pronounced as Omobola then G. Basically, you want to make sure that you get the pronunciation of your name, especially if you're applying to jobs abroad in the UK. Most of them might not know how to pronounce your native name. So you want to make sure you tell them how to pronounce your native name. And I think my pronunciation of how I'm supposed to get them to pronounce it was actually quite easy for me, because it's the same pronunciation I used when I wanted to graduate from uni. So it was just very easy for me to just put that and let people know that this is how to pronounce my name. So you can try to coin that. It also lets people know how your name is. Now, if you scroll down again, you see this, and it is called the navigation. Every single page here is linked, and maybe in another video I'll show you how to do exactly that. But it's pretty easy to link pages with Canva, especially if you're creating like a Canva website. Now, all my pages are linked, and I'm going to click on About Me, and it's going to bring me to my About Me page. If I'm going to navigate, I'm just going to be scrolling back up. When I click on About Me, your About Me section has to explain who exactly you are. And I haven't edited yet because it's seen with over 9 years of experience. Well, 10 years of experience. Hi, my name is Omobalaji. I am a social media marketing manager and content creator based in Manchester, United Kingdom, with over 9 years of experience. Throughout my career, I have had the opportunity to work with diverse range of brands, from overseeing the social media presence of Rough and Tumble, so many business pages, and managing the YouTube channel of Balumi Nubi, the adventurer who solo traveled by road from London to Lagos. You want to list out the names of the brands that you have managed. I also talked about building my freelancing brand, and I also talked about my career, deep understanding of community building, adaptability, empathy, the core to my approach, and things that I am passionate about. You want to make sure that it is quite robust and says the best things about what it is working with you as a social media manager. You want to make sure that your About Me covers all of that. Then I'm going to go back to the navigation, and I'm going to click on skills, tools, and certifications, and it's going to bring me straight there. And I don't know if you've seen in my previous video how the skills, tools, and certification page looked like, but this is different. Now, I made sure I looked for the logos of the tools I use. Just makes it look really different. You can see Canva, metrical. I just looked for the logos, and I kept it on a white rectangle shape with round corners, and also put pictures of some of the certificates that I have, why I I listed the other ones. If you have more space, you can put pictures of the certificates that you currently have. It just makes it look really good. And then the essential skills, soft and hard, are kept underneath in the same page. I kept my hard skills on one side and my soft skills on the other side. Your hard skills are things like video editing, content creation, graphics design, if you understand YouTube SEO, Instagram SEO, community management, email writing, copywriting, content strategy, and so on and so forth. Then your soft skills are your critical thinking and problem solving abilities, your empathy and emotional intelligence, your customer service and community engagement, your storytelling and communication, your adaptability and flexibility, your strategic thinking and planning, collaboration and teamwork, creativity and innovation, and all of that. You want to make sure that you list that. If you have space and maybe you're a new social media manager and you don't really have a lot of case studies to show, one thing you can do is you can explain some of the skills. It will probably help you. I'm going to go back to my navigation again just to show you guys that it works. I'm going to click on YouTube management. I did platform management and I managed a YouTube for 2 months and it was really good and it got me the required experience I needed for YouTube management. And I explained here to show clients that I know how to do this. I explained how I successfully managed Palumi's YouTube channel, how I increased the follower count by 30%. Additionally, how I enhanced our channel using TubeBuddy and vidIQ. And also, you need screenshots. As a social media manager, even if you're just starting, you need screenshots. Once you start managing a client's page, make sure you take screenshots. Once you are in the middle of managing a client's page, screenshots should be your best friend. Create a folder on Google Doc and just take screenshots because it will help you in the long run. Screenshots should actually be your best friend. These are screenshots of Palumi's page and I'm going to show you why screenshots should be your best friend. I took screenshots of how her feed looks like and I talked about the things that I did for her, which included optimizing her titles to rank well with the YouTube algorithm, designing eye-catching thumbnails for all her videos, producing comprehensive analytics reports to identify the strategies that are effective and what areas actually needed improvement. These are the titles that I created for her that made her rank. Those are the things. I also kept like 4 different examples for that. And I told them that I created an analytics report to show what's working and the areas that need improvement. Now, if you click on this analytics report, you see that it is clickable and you can scroll through it because I created my analytics report in Canvas. It's easy for me to like copy and paste the link and any client that is looking at my website can just scroll through the analytics report. This is why I said screenshots should be your best friend, because if you look at the analytics of Palumi's page, I took screenshots from managing a page. Most clients, after they stop working with you, you will not have access to their account again. Even if a post is not performing well, even if a post is performing well, you want to make sure that you're taking screenshots. I'm going to show you guys how to create an analytics report like this going forward, but this is a 36-page report for 2 months and it's quite detailed and it makes it easy for clients to also like look at it. And I talked about the tools that I used, which is Canva, TubeBuddy, and vidIQ. So you want to make sure that you explain all of that. Going back to my navigation again, if a client clicks on Instagram management, it brings them to the Instagram management part of my portfolio. My first case study, which is the religious organization of PSF, I talked about that I did Instagram management, the approach I took. You want to explain the approach that you took to actually manage the account. Things like, oh, I provided design direction to graphic designers. I ensured the posts were visually appealing, and I also made sure I supported it with compelling content. You also want to put results. As a social media manager, numbers has to be your forte. You need to keep the data, create a spreadsheet if you're managing a client's account because you need the data. Now, for the Instagram aspect, you want to make sure that you pick your best case studies, or if you only manage like 1 page or 2 page, or you have a dummy account, you want to make sure that you explain, first of all, introduce the company. So this is what I said. It's a vibrant community supporting pastors' children worldwide. And as the appointed manager of their Instagram page, I developed and implemented a content strategy to actually engage, inspire, and also like connect their online community. I also listed here that my responsibilities included editing, creating content, crafting meaningful captions. Why did I say create? I'm managing the page to actually foster a sense of belonging and spiritual growth across the members, because it is a religious organization page. Now, Instagram management, you want to talk about what are the things you did. You want to talk about the approach that you took, and things like maybe scheduling, publishing posts. These are the approach that you took. So you want to make sure that you list that also. Then results. As a social media manager, you need to take note of the numbers. Data should be your friend. I took note of the numbers. Talk about how the results were 100% organic. If you use ads, make sure you take screenshots of it, because it will help you in the long run. And then I included some of the feed pages to show them that, okay, I'm the one that this is how a screenshot of the different feed layouts and everything looks like. Then I also included a fashion brand that I did as my second case study, and I introduced the brand. Now you see here, it was a religious organization. That shows that you know how to work with different niches as a social media manager. I talked about the Instagram management, the approach I took, and you see that the results are quite different. You want to make sure you always take note of your results. Now I also included screenshots of how the page also looks like. Next one is the case studies. And for my case studies, a case study that I developed for minimal edge fashion. In another video, you're going to see how this case study video, and where I'm going to explain how to create a case study, why I created this case study, and also give you access to this template. So I created a case study, and in this particular case study, once they click on it, they can actually interact with the post, because it's a Canva website. It's not just a design. It's something that they can interact with, so that it shows them I know how to create a case study. The next one is an Instagram strategy. Once they interact with it, they can definitely go through every single thing. It shows them I know how to also create an Instagram strategy. You want to include case studies that you've created and talk about the tools you use, which is Canva. Now, copywriting. Now, I love this part. Everything we do in social is copy. Every single thing we do in social media involves copy, whether we're writing scripts, whether we're writing captions, whether we're creating designs, whether we're thinking of analytics reports or content strategy and everything involves copy. So you want to give them examples of you actually doing copywriting or practicing copywriting. I have a Substack, an email newsletter, and I also write a lot on Instagram and on LinkedIn. I took a screenshot of my LinkedIn post, one of the LinkedIn posts I did, and I identified that this is the hook, this was the body, and this is the closing call to action. I also took some of my screenshots from Instagram, and I also linked some of my LinkedIn articles, and if they click on it, it should take them to, it's actually showing that it's going to take them to a website. It should take them to a website because it's showing LinkedIn. If you see here underneath, you can see that as I click on it, it is clickable, and same with this one. And I also show them examples of my Substack so they can read it on Substack. If you see read on Substack, if you click on it, it will take them to Substack for this particular 3 posts. And then you want to talk about the tools that you use, which is LinkedIn and Substack. Now, the next one is content creation. Now, you need to pick a selection of the videos that you've edited for like potential clients, for yourself and everything. So these are some of the videos that I picked that I edited for potential clients, and you can see. So just maybe download them, or maybe just post the raw video so that it doesn't look like, oh, it has the watermark. These are some of mine. It has the watermark and everything. And videos I edited for myself as a freelancer, because obviously they know that I'm a freelancer. And talk about the tools that I used, which includes CapCut and Descript. Now, the next part is the why choose me part. So you want to make sure that you sell yourself in this section. You want to let them know why exactly they should work with you, or why they should choose you as their client, or as their staff, or as their social media manager. Or you want to talk about when you work with me, you're not just hiring a social media manager, your partner is somebody that is deeply invested in your brand success, your attention to detail that ensures that every post, every strategy, every campaign is crafted precisely, aligning perfectly with your brand's voice and your brand's goal. You want to talk about things you're passionate about, your commitment to excellence. You also want to talk about how you're beyond like delivering results. If you're applying to like a big company that has different teams, you believe in collaborative partnership with the different teams in the company and stakeholders to make sure You ensure like seamless execution and shared successes. It's always very good. And then you just want to end the page by saying, oh, let's make social media work for you, and just put your email address. You can put your phone number depending on what you want to do. But this is the portfolio template that I am going to be using this year, 2025. To most people, this can be sort of overwhelming. I understand. And some of you be like, I don't have clients yet. I'm a new social media manager. In my subsequent videos, I'm going to be talking about how to create a dummy account, things to know before you create a dummy account. And I will also explain the steps to create a dummy account that you can include in your portfolio. You need a portfolio as a social media manager. A portfolio places you a step ahead above other applicants or other people vying for that client or the business or the company or the brand's attention. You need to have a portfolio. For everyone who wants to get access to this portfolio template, it is available in the case study playbook for social media managers. The case study playbook is a playbook I created for new and experienced social media managers. If you want to understand how to create things like content strategy, a portfolio template like this one, you want to learn how to create a content calendar, you want to learn how to create an Instagram strategy, a TikTok strategy, a LinkedIn strategy, everything you need to create with examples, detailed examples, not le reposum, is in the case study playbook. It is currently on pre-order, and you can pre-order before the end of March 2025. Depending on when you're watching this, it's going to be available by the end of March 2025. So you can pre-order price is always cheaper. But if you're watching this after March 2025, it probably has reverted to the main price. And I've made it easily affordable for new social media managers because this case study playbook has examples, and you can copy and paste the templates and change things to work for your own clients. I'm giving you access to the editable templates in Canva itself, so you can edit them to actually fit your brand or fit your client or fit your examples, so that you can also include it in your portfolio. This portfolio template is going to be linked. I'm just going to be linking the screenshots, especially of my own work, because I know how people can be in this age and time. I'm going to just be putting in the screenshots in the portfolio template so that people don't have access to my work and claim it as their own, because a lot of people have been doing that lately. I hope this portfolio video helps you to understand how to create your portfolio, and I show you a vivid example. I could have just come here and just list out the different sections without giving you like a clear example of what you should do or how you should create a portfolio. If you feel like this video is too complex for you, you feel like, oh, I'm still a beginner social media manager, this video is too complex for me, I need something simple, there is a video I also created sometime last year that explains how to create a portfolio. It's going to show you an example of my 2024 portfolio. This is my 2025 portfolio, and I just want you to know that this is the year to go for what you want as a social media manager. This is a portfolio that is going to land you jobs. This is the portfolio that is going to help you. And if you're a social media manager, you are confused on what to do, I have consultation sessions opened every single month, just 10 slots. If you want to like pick my brains, you want to ask me questions for 45 minutes to 60 minutes, you can book a consultation session with me, and I would definitely answer all of your questions and help you figure things out during my consultation sessions. If you want to book a consultation session, make sure to check the link in the description below. It has a link to the consultation sessions, link to the Rockstar Toolkit templates that I created with instructional videos, link to the case study playbook for social media managers also in the description. Any other links of maybe my courses, my classes and everything would be linked in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this very, very helpful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe as a new subscriber and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out when I drop a video. If you are a seasoned social media manager or you've always been an avid subscriber, make sure to leave a comment if you have questions. I love interacting with you guys in the comments, and the comments also help me know what type of videos I should create for you guys moving forward. And I see you guys in the next video. Bye.